Welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of my second season of Junkyard Salvager. And you know what? Here, let me get you kind of settled down onto the ground. Because I have found pretty decent HP here. It's got all sorts of goodies on it. Like a detector and a wireless connection. Container controller ammo. Nice. Ooh, this is not good, though. My inventory's almost full, and my ship is full. Okay, well, there's the detector. Good. You know what, here, let's go back here. Okay. So yeah, ammo controller, but well, there's also the fridge right here too. Me. Fridge, HP, SB. I'm checking this time. Seriously? Like, been lied to twice now. This time I even made sure to check on it, and make sure that it was, what it said it was. All right. Definitely HP detector. All right, where be a good spot to put this, right? But for right now, we... Oop, shove it up here, right? Where the turret's supposed to go. Oh, dang it. Destroyed capital vessel, junk hover vessel, question mark. Let's see, wasted research station. There's the junk hover vessel from earlier. Destroyed outpost, another question mark. Okay. But one of the things is, how big or bulky is this harvester module, right? Okay, good. Okay, let me do that so that the info box goes away. 4,750 storage. This container controller. I am going to grab this and a bunch of extensions and slap them onto here. That way we can actually haul stuff around, right? It's just going to look like hell for a while, but... you can just go there for now, right? How big is this thing? 35. Okay, not bad. Because then we can start going through here and be like, let's see, container extension. Get a couple of these put onto our HP now. I don't know how many of those I'm going to grab off of here. Because, honestly, there's... Yeah. There's not that many charges that I have, right? Okay, give me that. That is the most important thing right now. Oh, it actually did go in there. Sweet. Okay, we're just going to set you there for now. Now I can actually loot into that from a decent distance away, right? Yeah, these things take a lot of charges to to pop Papa here. We got another Gatling gun as well. Mining drills. I think there was 4 drills on this thing when I checked the P menu. Fuel tank, which there's 7 units of fuel. All right, and you. There we go. So how much room do you have now? 625. Okay. Yeah, 125 per. That's the cockpit, which is going to be probably too big to fit, right? The regular cockpit? Yeah. It doesn't actually say size. Okay. Okay, so it's this hover vessel then, right? Go this one, and now you just grab that off, and we'll do that. And then I can grab... Why were they going... Oh, it's because this thing was full. Okay. That would do it. All right. Hold off on grabbing that for a bit. Get some more extensions put on here first. Because anything I don't need off of here, I can sell. Which means then I can rack up some money, hopefully be able to afford an extender. Cluster L's. Those should spin, or not spin, but should net me a decent amount of money. Need to make sure not to hit the pure heart by accident, because yeah, it'll just disintegrate. So tons of container extensions, which is good. Because if nothing else, I can drag home like a shell of an HV. And then just put a bunch of container extensions on it. You just set it up as a just a storage, shed basically, right? Really only 3. Now what are we at? 2125, okay. What is still on here to pull? Right, the cockpit. Got all the thrusters off. We've got a generator on there still. We got 2 drills, O2 station, O2 tanks, a couple of RCSs. Okay. And here's our O2 tank. Not enough to pull. That's one thing I do like about Star Salvage is the varying sizes of, you can have a smaller O2 tank, or, well, it's the smaller reclaimed oxygen things. So you get, instead of having to do the full, like, 250 unit bottles of oxygen. Very handy when you can pull out just like 50 or 100 units or whatever. Especially when you're first starting out. After a bit, it's not really all that important. But, yeah, when you're on your starting planet still, then yeah, it's very handy to be able to pull like 50 units of oxygen out of something. Alright, so we have you. Is that a landing or docking pad? I can't. It was sunk into the ground, so the multi-tool would not. Yeah, it's a docking pad. That will come in handy in the future. Okay, what was left? The generator and a drill. And 1 RCS, which I'm probably going to leave behind. Right, that's probably everything we need off of this thing. And destroy Xenu Fort. Go ahead and show that on HUD as well. We actually made it a pretty good distance away from that. Yeah, this thing is heavy now. I can feel it. It's got a lot of mass behind it now, so. Where is... There it is. Okay. Yeah, we made it 5.5 kilometers. Okay. I mean, she'll still get up to max speed. She just takes a while to get there, and she's definitely going to take a while to slow down, right? Should we come back here? Yeah, I probably should. I just realized something. I don't have stuff on me to do it. I left my core. Myself, my pure heart. All right. Well, I ran out of storage, but I found another HV on the way back to offload stuff from my current HV. And so I threw a docking pad onto it, a generator, because it didn't actually have one. And right now I'm basically flying while holding O. So that way it doesn't tip over, right? Because we are extremely heavy on the left. That's where my cargo box is, and that's where, this honking big HV is attached. Weight-wise, it's about identical to mine is before you account for all the cargo. So, alright. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Gonna... There we go. Come on. Get up there. All right. All right, so I've got that thing to deal with. What did I just run over that was... It looked different, right? Just a weird rock or what? Yeah, it was, I think. It was... Well, not that one. But close enough. For a second, it almost looked like I ran over a creel. It's like, hopefully I don't have to deal with those guys on this planet, too. All right, let me make our way back here. All right. Got 2 cockpits. I stopped by the Jaguar on the way back and grabbed stuff, so... might want to keep the medium thrusters for now. I want to keep the larges. Generators. I'll sell like half the hover engines off, I think. Definitely selling the drills, though. You know, I realized I left those 2 CV fridges on the ground. Dang it. Yeah, they've definitely despawned by now. Let's see, we need you. Hover engine, 1 by 1. Mechanical drill, yeah, 293 each. I need to go to you to sell off the cockpits, right? Because cockpits are generic between SV and HV. 3,300 credits. All right. Feeling better about things now. And he is restocked since we were here last. Sniper's probably about the cheapest I can get, so let's get like 40 rounds. And I'll just make a sniper rifle. You don't have anything for me to buy. You do. Let's get like another 200 rounds of 15 mil though. And, okay, let's see generic stuff here. We're going to go ahead and buy all 20 of those because it's oxygen. We're going to buy 11 of those. Hopefully soon I'm going to find a base to set up shop in. 3,000 credits. I need 4,900 roughly. That CPU, right? We'll go ahead and get those sold. Fuel tanks I can probably sell off. Same with these generators here too, right? Fuel tank. That's only 44 credits each, but like another 200 there. Generators. That's like another 300. Mr. M's. There we go. That comes out to another 826 credits. Okay. Should I sell the gas off? Yeah, they're pretty common. And I've already got 2 on there, so I don't really need 2 more, really. They're 700 each. Hell yeah. All right, 1,400 more. We are good to go, right? Maximum amount, 1. Thank you. Now I can trick out my HP. Also, I should check on these while we're here, right? 16. Right, and we still have just under 3 hours to go. What I could do is slap my tent down, and then... Okay. Do that. You can... Good, you're popped up. Let me then go through No, not that. I meant to hit T. Get rid of that. And grab that off. That's fine. I can reconnect afterwards. There it goes. CPU extender tier 2 HV. And now we have 12,000 CPU to play with. There we go. This thing is just horribly over CPU right now. It's 10% efficiency. I almost blew up that generator just by disconnecting. Alright, go ahead and link up. I probably should have sold that harvester off as well. I'll have to wait and see what all I have for all that. But it means I can go through now and grab thrusters off. Grab this fridge. Did that fridge lie to me? Is it a lying fridge? It's a lying fridge. That tells me that TKC may have messed up item IDs a little bit. That's actually the size I wanted. I just noticed whenever I was underneath here that there's a perfect spot right there for another fuel tank. Interesting place to put a hover engine. I usually put them towards the bottom. This one's like way at the top. Nope. All right, so we are sitting better on money now. 450 or yeah, 450, 4,500 credits. And I mean, there's stuff I could buy here, but I can always just come back and buy more in the future. I got 132 sniper rifle rounds now, and everything else kind of whatever at the moment. I stocked up on oxygen. You know, I should go ahead and you want 53 credits per ration. I'll hold off on that for a while, you know? I have pizza. Actually, you know what? I should just grab everything out of here now. I moved everything into you. So let me move that there. And we're going to go... Here, let me put that stuff there. On cover vessel. You have a spoil timer? You do. You have a perish timer, so yeah. Get you moved over. This stuff's not going to spoil, so I'm not too worried about it. And because we do have a fridge, right? Which is full of miscellaneous junk right now, but we can fix that. There we go. And we've got like 1,000 storage left. But I went ahead and pulled everything that had a value off of this thing. You go there, right? And so this is just a bunch of hull blocks. I can come back later if I want to, slap a core into this thing and resuscitate it as a HV. Because that thing is 100% hardened steel. So, also, stamina boost from eating pineapple pizza. Okay. There's another junk cover vessel. like a kilometer this way. The things we didn't find because we did not have a detector, right? Is this like a hover bike style? It is. Very purple. Okay, we have a ammo container. You know what? Here, let's just go here. I'm gonna call you starter. You're getting nosy. You can go away. And now I should be able to open this up without the game getting all kinds of confuddled. Yeah, just got some minigun rounds in it. So it's got a little generator. It's got a bit of a fuel tank here. Now, can I not access? There we go. Small fuel tank. There. I can pull one Promethium out of it. Got a detector on the back. It's got a fridge that probably not going to be a fridge that I can use. Got a Gatling in the front. Yeah, this is like a little scout bike, so I should have moved the wireless somewhere. Also, got me that ammo box. We can put some in there. This one's completely empty. Cool. Okay, 1 kilometer. That's going to be a ruin of some kind. Hello, Mr. Hishkow. Okay, decent sized base. I mean, not huge, but forgotten residence. Really? Okay. Got a medical machine out front. Got grow plots. Okay. Got a core. Stuff to loot. Some sort of garage or something, I guess. Fridges. More spoiled food. All right. Good amount of storage in here, actually. We have a... What type of constructor is this? Large. Okay. A place to start, honestly. A large constructor. Okay. Up we go, and then up some more, and all sorts of rooms here. Spoiled food for days. But meds. Meds are probably important. I'm not really getting into a lot of combat where I need meds constantly, but it would not be bad to have a good supply of them, right? All right. Well, not bad, but I'm not going to take this place over as a base. Especially, I mean, come on, look at that. Gigantic gaping holes, and there's a whole bunch of stuff missing over here. However, how much room do I have left in you? 700. Medical devices are extremely heavy, aren't they? Or bulky, right? Where is a medical device in here? I thought they're usually up around here. Medical devices, here we go. 1600 KSU. Or 1600 SU, right? 1.6 KSU. Phone chamber, oxygen station, medical device. Yeah. Something to think about later, but those are kind of hard to loot with an HV. There was something, yeah, it was just right over here. Assaulted base camp. Okay. Really should not be running everywhere. Food is at a bit of a premium, so the best. Might as well grab that. Probably never going to use it, but I can always feed it to a deconstructor later. This is an advanced constructor. Okay, okay. Start. That's a pretty decent start. More water, more electrolyte solution. Okay. There's the core. Steel grow plots. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Steel means eventually I'll be able to put them onto a CV. Hey, another laser pistol. Nice. The only good thing is it'll come with ammo. So, beyond that, it's... They are actually fairly decent at popping cores, right? Okay. All sorts of fuel in here. Looks like it'll be a decent amount of fuel in here once we come back with a heavy hauler HV. But, you know, I like the one I have, but it's not a heavy hauler by any stretch. It definitely wasn't designed that way. It's more of a combat SV from what I've noticed. Or HV. There's a couple of POIs I'm kind of looking for that make some pretty decent bases. Also, the arrow on the map is facing backwards. So here, let me go here, edit. Edit. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but it's backwards. Really strange. This one's closer. All right. This looks familiar. Old resource station. It's like an old gas station kind of build, right? Now this one is fairly nice. It's got a few things going for it, right? One is it's got holes in it, but they're not like massive, massive holes. So it's fairly easy to fix up. One downside is these are SB boxes. Little boxes. Another thing it's got going for it is fridges. It's got a food processor. It comes with a large constructor, and we have a advanced, like 2 kilometers that way. It's got a furnace. It's got home delivered electronics or an electrolyte solution and computers. Little guy, are you going to have sprouts? You are. Fruit and grain. Okay, good. Good start. Good start. I can go buy fiber and protein, I think, at the destroyed Zenu fort. We have our core right here. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this. There we go. How much fuel you got? 617. Okay, good start. Where was the elevator at, though? Right. Yeah, another food station here, fridge. We've got also, more fruit. Okay, here's the elevator. Second floor, we've got another assault shotgun. Heavy sniper. Hello. That is an upgrade. Dang it. On my hotbar. Thank you. And some food. All right. But on the roof over here, which I could have walked out that door too, I guess, we have grow plots. Already in here, ready to go. Steel growing plots. Landing area for an SV. Another elevator right there. All right, we have a repair station. All the spoiled food we could possibly want, No, probably not, actually. Because I am going to set this up as an actual, base, right? Okay, let me upgrade. Are we still linked? We are. We do have some steel plates, okay. Needed 9 steel plates, okay. I'm going to have to go do some salvage, right? This needs to be repaired first. Shower and toilet, very nice. What I'm going to do is you are fridge 3. That works fine for me. All right. Me put stuff in you. Honestly, just the steel plates, stone, and mechanical components is all I actually needed to move over, right? You are going to look at fridge 3. There we go. And I need to learn how to make storage boxes, right? Cargo box. Oh, yeah, I need to actually turn the generator on, right? CPU is fine, okay. Make sure of that first. And you'll notice there's no starter blocks at all. Yeah. Not even a base starter block, which is a bit of a shame. Okay. And you, yeah, base CV. Okay. We're gonna come over to you. Here. See, volume 250. See, now we have an extra. Did I make that? Oh, no, it's on my hopper already. Okay, good. Okay, would you Show yourself so I can see which direction you're... There we go. God. Sometimes. All right, and then we'll go back to the constructor. You. And we're now going to set you to cargo box 1. That's the big one we just put down. And then go ahead and move everything I don't want over for now. That's the one that I emptied out. Okay. We go to old resource station. Cargo box 1. There you go. And now we can go starter. Do that. And now we've got plenty of room in here to run around and grab some stuff. One of the things I need to grab is blocks, right? I'm going to need a lot of blocks going forward. Probably only need like 30 to fix the base up, honestly. Go back to the advanced constructor one now. And now that we're empty, this thing handles a whole lot better. It is definitely not designed to haul tons of cargo around. We just flew over some stimulant plants, so nice. You know what? Actually, I need to take care of, Hishkals, right? When I see him. There he is. But the only way to get ore on this planet. Hey. Thank you. It's so much quicker than using the survival tool. What did I get off that guy anyway? Copper, silicon, and promethium. Oh, I look like some Neo as well. Sweet. Yeah, the Hishkals only come out at night. During the day, it's the sandworms or whatever they are. So I should head out and go hunting at night. Just for resources, really. Most of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to try and just salvage. But there are just some things you're never going to be able to salvage, so... The sun is coming up, but it's technically not up yet. I don't see any more Hishkal around here. All right, slight problem, though. I didn't bring an extra core with me. All right. And if I want that advanced constructor, I need a core. What I'm going to do is... How are you down? Oh, that's going to be a problem no matter what I do. I'm stuck. Okay. I'm going to pull a core out of here, put it into here so I can get that thing. Problem is... I'm blaming you. You even have a computer on you. As soon as I pull the core out, I'm not going to be able to use the Wi-Fi, right? So I need another core. Problem is, I already looted all the good stuff out of here. Oh, no, not all the good stuff. But enough that there's not the stuff around here to make a core with. And I don't even have my portable constructor on me because I left it back at the ruined Xenoport. I didn't loot all of this building, though. The tough one's going to be, honestly, the carbon substrate, right? Yeah, I might have something in there over there, too, that I can go grab. Electronics, steel plate, computer. All right, I need 2 more electronics and I need some carbon substrate. Antennas to the rescue. And yeah, look, carbon substrate. Seriously, there we go. I said, seriously not getting carbon out of that? Uh, I think it was only 4 electronics, right? That's what we needed. Is that? I know it's 5 carbon, right? And then 4 electronics. Hell yeah. Problem solved. What do you got? Fuel packs. Cool. Medical device. Nice. I'm going to have to make several trips out of here. The good news is, though, I can set up something here that I can loot into, right? Did I get that one as well? And I did not. Hey, look. Laser pistol ammo. Nice. Oh, yeah. I can't do the P menu until I put this in. Okay, not P menu. Energy, no. 1,500 power units while running. 40,000 CPU. It's only 1,280 storage, or, you know, stuff, right? SU size units or whatever? I have no idea. I like what Reforged Eden did, where they called it just liters, because it makes more sense, right? Let's see, we are hooked up. Yeah, okay. There we go. And I can actually grab some of these while we're here as well. Remember correctly, we're going to need some windows to patch up the garden up top. And, oh yeah, we got a good amount of fuel here. Oh, 1 bottle of oxygen. Not the best, but it'll work. All right, so that might be enough for the first load. Yeah, we've got a few hundred left. Let me... I think I should have checked, right? How bulky are steel blocks? 80 size units each. Okay, 80 SU. Oops. My bad. Yeah, we're heavy. You can see it. It wants to lean to one side now. Go. And the abandoned royal temple. The Zenu fort, right? Home base. There we go. Yeah, this poor HV. It would handle better if I had actually, like, balanced the load. I don't even know what the hover engine configuration's like underneath. I know it's missing a couple, because they always are, no matter what. I don't know how badly, like, one side is, you know, weaker than the other or whatnot. And we're here, right? I can do that now. One thing I should have done, especially earlier, is empty the goodies out of the fridge, right? This place is currently powered, so you're the repair tool? Yes. And then we can go to here. Upgrade. Yeah, I need more steel plates. Dang it. Unfortunately, these little robots do not drop steel plates. It'd be great if they did, but I mean, eventually you end up with so much steel plates that you just want to pitch them anyway, so... Alright, well... How's your fuel holding up? Hour and 20 on 9% fuel. Okay, that's not bad. You're basically only running fridges right now anyway, so... All right, then I can move all that stuff over. There's that. There's that. And all that. Yeah, I had stuff squirreled away everywhere, right? All right, and I think I moved some 15 mil over, didn't I? Nope, nope. I had it all loaded up. Okay. At least get a door in, right? It's got to be the solid door. The glass doors are not airtight, right? So, yeah, good enough. Okay, now we're going to be running back and forth for a bit. It's only 2 kilometers. It's not bad. All right, well, needs to be cleaned up a bit more, but we have a home. And it's got all the consoles around here because I picked up a bunch while cleaning stuff up, and I had to put it somewhere. I didn't want to put it in storage. Uh, Crafting resources. Couldn't put that in there too. And... Really, guy? Now you show up? Here's the question. Is this going to start working at all? It is. Okay, good. So let me turn those off then. I had to restart because the solar panels weren't working. I mean, it's generating almost 10,000 power units. But the batteries were not filling up. I turned the fuel generators off and the whole base shut down. We have an actual core now. We are down to 1 fridge. I picked up the rest of them, so it was easier to pick things out of here. Hello. What are you? Purified water, spoiled food. It's 40 food, so that's fine. Got our advanced constructor in for free. Best price ever. I actually had to repair this thing just because I grabbed enough blocks and stuff to do this. So we have a good sized indoor garden now. And there's still the one on the rooftop as well. And yeah, we're back here again. And then if we were to go out this way, front doors, got a bunch of furniture extras. I just made a bunch of benches. Here's extra storage, like this is our blocks box. Some of it I can sell, you know, and SVHP stuff I can sell. Base capital vessel stuff, can't do it, right? Extra gear, we've got, this is my furnace input. Because, well, we got a furnace, might as well, you know, use it. And then miscellaneous, which is basically fuel for right now. And then a big enough landing pad for my HP to land on, right? Now it gives me a place to work on this thing, which is good. However, seriously? I keep glitching into it. Thank you. Let's go to the fridge and we'll put that stuff away. There's a couple things I want to get started on before we do this. And one of which is I found some trees. Not that far away, actually. And then there's that destroyed capital vessel we saw that I want to go check it out. Well, we didn't even see it. It just pinged on my detector when I was close to it, so... I went back to the Xenoport to go get all the water and oxygen from over there, which we've got a decent amount of now. And I basically just zipped right through this area, and it's like, oh my god. There's wood on this map. Or on this planet, I should say. Alright, come on, load in. There they go. Granted, they are all, like, you know, dead trees. But they're trees. One log. I can make my own bullets now, though. All right. I don't have to constantly buy them all, which is nice. Vaulted base camp. Okay, yeah, that's where the advanced constructor was. I need to go pull that pure heart out of there. What are you over here? Unknown. Plundered ground station. Okay. Oh, okay. Too steep. Didn't have my nose up high enough. And boing. I love how you can just ramp off of those. Actually, I think that is a rebuildable capital vessel. That is. You can tell because it's not buried halfway in the ground. Oh, yep. No, that's definitely a capital vessel I can repair and take off with. For a given value of repair. I mean, to be completely honest here, right? There are some really big holes in this thing. But I did need a good long-term project for this, this scenario, right? All right. I'm guessing this is where the bridge was at one point in time, right? Yeah, this ship has definitely seen some better days, that's for sure. Oh, hi. Okay, we just fell out of the ship. All right, what else we got here? We got, oh, that's an antenna. You know, I could save a little bit of time. Let's do this and see what we got going on here. Way over CPU. It's got 1%. What do we have for devices here? Okay, it's got a cargo box. Let me just mute that while we're thinking about it. Got a good amount of thrusters on it, actually. A really good amount of thrusters. Flares, we got food processors, we got fridges. I'm not going to worry about them. Got a lot of fuel. 107 fuel packs. Nice. That will last quite a while. Landing gears, spotlight cube. Yeah, so there's no weapons, there's no turrets, there's no RCSs. Let me do a quick sort. There we go. So we've got, what, 16 thrusters total. Not much else going on for it right now, right? CPU stats, what's the biggest drain? The 5 large thrusters. How much do you weigh? What is your weight? 2.4 kilotons. Okay, give me that back. Oh, hey, busted tower right there. Cool. Unfortunately, HVs, they don't give you cargo lift, right? But if I get enough hover engines onto this thing, I might be able to somehow latch onto this capital vessel and haul it back to base. As hilarious as that is, right? So we have an idea for a project here, right? I need to go cut down a bunch of trees. We've got home base over there. Sunbergen. What is with this hover vessel over here? It's gonna be fun trying to get the CV back by hauling it with an HV because of how rough the terrain is between here and my base. But it might be doable. It depends on, like I said, if I can salvage a bunch of hover engines or not. Either that or, you know, bring a generator over, shove it into that CV, pull the large thrusters off, and see if maybe I can fly it over, right? Because those large thrusters are what's pushing it over CPU. You look vaguely familiar. I think I have salvaged one of these before. Let's see, we got cargo back here. Oh, yeah, I need to drop some stuff off because that fuel is kind of heavy. All right, we got an armor locker. Nothing in it, of course. There are actually a good amount of storage containers in here, though. All right, what are we looking at? Cargo boxes. We've got a amount of thrusters, a couple generators. It's got everything it needs, apparently. Even got a Gatling on it. Just the Gatling, but it's got 12 hover engines. Well, 3 hover boosters and 9 1x1 hover engines. Okay. I think I actually fixed up one of these in the past because I remember this section here like that. I don't think I lasted very long before I went into a different. Yeah, that was my first run, and I ended up going with that red and black looking HV. That thing worked pretty good actually. I'm liking this one so far though too. And we've got. I went ahead and shoved a couple more hover engines on here to compensate for the weight I was hauling around. We do have a lot of room to throw more hovers onto here. Got a lot of room on the underside of this thing, actually. You like hover booster, right? You've got a core on you. So let me link up, right? Go ahead and move all that stuff over as well. All right. Oh, yeah. Should probably keep an eye on my oxygen, right? Might help. There's another 660 units of fuel there. What, 22 more fuel packs? This thing actually had quite a bit in it. Yeah, one downside of the scenario is how long it takes to salvage anything. Just because your starting tools are just slow. I don't need these fuel tanks, but they salvage relatively quickly. All right, is there any other thrusters on this thing now? There's 4. I have missed 4. There's 1. I don't think I need any more RCSs really. Don't need the detector. RCSs and detectors don't really sell for a lot. They're probably here. This does sell for a bit though. Yeah, there's one here. And so they're probably in a spot where I can't reach them from underneath. Okay, there should be one more around here somewhere. Station, armor locker. I don't think I need that. Nope, I did get all the thrusters out of it. Okay. I do want that GAT though, right? These GATs, they sell for like what was it, 700? That's actually not too bad. Actually, how expensive are they to make? Um, they are really cheap to make too. 15 mechanical components. That's like 7 steel plates, which is like 4 iron bars, iron ingots. Electronics and motors, that's just, well, motors is a little more iron, but then basically just copper and silicon, and same with electronics. All right, that comes the fun part, right? Okay, I've got 9 of these guys, and I've got 18 of those. And so I am going put you there and you there, right? Now, do you give me an actual lift number whenever I look at you? No, you don't. Even with thrusters pointing down, you don't. Okay. Be able to keep your nose up, right? Don't like that position. That was to match those there. Okay. Dang it. You didn't give me a warning that time until after it already happened. Okay. And let me get you lower to the ground so I can work on your rear end. How's your CPU doing? Oh, we're fine. Yeah, hover engines take like almost no CPU, so. Thing's gonna have a hell of a lot of forward thrust by the time we're done. Okay, let me just pull this off here. Maybe I should throw some RCSs on it too, because this thing is just turns like crap, honestly. Oh yeah, but I had no issues doing that. Right up over that mountain. Yeah, it finally has the proper amount of rear thrust, so it's actually able just to push itself up these slopes now. Yeah, once we're moving, it actually handles pretty good. It's just when we're going at low speeds, it's pretty craptastic. No, it's pretty bad at speed too. uh, okay. Hey. That felt just a little bit rude, didn't it? Same time, damn if it's not satisfying. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna need to slap some more downward thrust onto this thing. We don't have any more hover engines, so have to make do with what we got here, right? I got 4 left now. So you do it like that. Right. I don't want things sticking down too much, because then, you know, snags will happen. Also, why didn't you go to my hotbar? Stupid thing. Okay. Now comes the fun part, right? I need to get this thing under this ship. Let's just hope that capital vessel doesn't update anytime soon. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of forward thrust now. Okay, get lower to the ground. What are you doing? Stop with that. Right, let me kind of adjust a bit more. Have a salvage bot just clip right through my ship. Okay, too low to the ground there. Okay, there. Now we can move, right? The camera in this game sometimes leaves a lot to be desired. Well, yeah, that's it's not going to work for whatever reason because it just refuses to dock. That's I have no idea why either. Like they're both the same faction. I mean, they're both listed as private, honestly. Right, private and private. The only thing I can think of is this thing doesn't have a generator. I mean, I even went and found a couple of furnaces, salvaged them down to get the flux coils to make a cockpit for this stupid thing. Like a day later now, in game day. And yeah, sitting in the seat and just nothing happens. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to pull these out, right? Load them into, my HP here. Oop. Which is a zippy little thing now, which is great. Here, I'm zoomed way out too much now. Way too far. There we go. But yeah, haul the CPU intensive components out of here, which is mainly just the Size thrusters, these big boys here. Can I see your devices? What is your the energy and volume? 2500. I can haul one at a time out of here. Dang it. And I can't even haul one right now. I have to go empty my ship out first. And there are, what, 5 of them, I think, is what it was saying here. Yeah, there are 5 of them. But if I knock 667,000 off of the CPU here, right, that will take it to just over 100,000 out of 200,000. Or I can get some tier 2 and tier 3 extenders into this thing, which it's probably not going to happen on this planet, to be completely honest, right? Because we're going to need a lot of gold for those. And yeah, good luck getting that on this planet, really. I'd be able to find it once I go to space, but yeah. Until that happens, if I throw a generator in this thing, it's just going to instantly explode. So, also, this is the front of the ship, by the way. That's what I noticed when I was putting the cockpit in. This is the front. That over there is the back. It's oddly shaped. That's the bridge there, as near as I can tell. Or at least one of them, right? You sit there and you look over the rest of the ship. Or what? Something else I could do, I mean, I would hate to do it, is like maybe take over that base there, seal it up, get it decent, you know, so that way I have something to work out of, and then just really start working on this ship where it's at. Thinking it'll be easier to pull the thrusters, honestly. But I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, Signing out. Have fun.